This is a review I thought about doing for a while actually. But I was never really, I don't know, I was in two minds about it. So we're going to talk about why you should buy these shoes from Vans, which is the Ultrarange EXO SE, rather than these shoes, which is the Ultrarange from Vans. Now, that's the overall goal of this video. But let me talk to you quickly about my history with Vans. And I was thinking about this when I was doing research for this video. I was like, man, when did I get my first pair of Vans? And I realised that my brother, when he was at university, went to America and he bought me a gift, and he bought me a pair of Vans. And he bought me a pair of Steve Caballeros in burgundy with the dragon stitched on the side. And that was my first pair of Vans I think I ever had. And since then there's been periods where, you know, I switched to different brands. I wore Asics Nimbus for a long time. So I've always worn sneakers, and Vans on and off. But the last 10 years I've worn predominantly Vans. In the last number of years, predominantly the Ultrarange, because I have an ankle injury and I like really light shoes. And that got me thinking about, you know, my first pair of Vans, which was obviously the Steve Caballeros. I'm not sure if they were Cab 6s or Cab 8s. Those. And I've had a bunch of other Vans, you know, everyone has their, you know, everyone goes through a Vans phase. And then I remember my all-time favourite pair of Vans. It's a toss-up between two pairs of shoes. Pink, these ones, TNTs, which are the Tony Trulios, and they were black, yellow and red leather, and they lasted forever. They were amazing shoes. And I also had a pair in that weren't leather, that were black and pink with the white stripe up the side. They were amazing shoes. And then it was the Jeff Rowleys. And this is, you know, if you don't know who Jeff Rowley is, you're obviously not a skater. English skater from the UK, Jeff Rowley. There was a pair of shoes called the XLTs, which will pop up here. XLTs, like my all-time favourite shoes. I still search eBay for them occasionally, in case someone's found a warehouse full of XLTs, and you just can't find them. It's one of the shoes that Vans should bring back, XLTs, because it was a shoe designed by a skater that was super light, super comfortable, and you could actually skate in it, and it wore really well. I remember my XLTs, I had a pair of I think black ones, and I had a pair of like kind of these dark bluey ones, and I had the blue and white ones as well. Actually, I had 3 pairs, and they were just comfortable, they were light, and they were durable. Not that I was skating, but they lasted a long time. I have a problem when I walk through the heels of my shoes, which brings me into the Ultrarange. Actually, let's go back. There was the XL2s from Jeff Rowley as well, which was more of a stylish shoe than a skater's shoe. And man, those things were light, they were comfortable. They were great shoes. The XL2s, I'll put those up here as well. They were great shoes. And it got me thinking that, shit, maybe the Ultrarange is what I was looking for. I've always wanted another pair of XLTs, but you can't find them. But the Ultrarange is my XLT. Now, I've had a lot of Ultraranges since they came out. And I mean a lot of Ultraranges. I go through these shoes 4 to 6 months, I'm done. All of these are brand new, and I can't show you the old ones because I have actually given them a Viking funeral, and I've burnt them and I've thrown them away. Most of these are actually pretty new shoes. So this is a pair of Ultrarange shoes. They're super light, They're super comfortable, but they're about as durable as toilet paper in water. And I'm not joking. Look. There is a problem with these shoes. They're super comfortable and I wear them all the time. This is my second pair of red on whites. I had red with the black and my girlfriend, here's a picture, bought them for me and I said I'm wearing these at the club, and they lasted almost no time. Now what happens with my shoes is I'm either, especially these shoes, is one of two things. They're either going to last really well for some reason and I'm going to walk through the hill, or you're going to get a hole right here. Every time, both sides, you'll get a hole. You'll probably start on your dominant foot, so I'm right footed, so the right foot will go, and I end up, and I don't know why I picked up the left shoes, I should have picked up the right ones. You will end up with a hole right here. Now, in some of their shoes, and no joke, I have a bunch of Ultrarange. In some of their shoes, there's a rubber cuff just here, which actually sort of stops the hole from coming. Nah, it doesn't. It just slows it down a little bit. These are, well, I would say these are pretty brand new as well, but there's a leaf on the bottom of them. So what I generally have is about 4 or 5 pairs of these kicking around at a time, and I rotate them. Now with my original pair of these ones, they were great, they were perfect, super nice, super comfy, and I got paint on them, so they just became my fuck it everything shoe. Here's a picture. Probably a repeat picture. And when the hole developed in these and the red and black ones, because I hadn't walked through the thing and it was summer, I just put a piece of duct tape on the inside, just here, to stop them from going. And eventually they're done and you throw them away, you know. Now when you come to other versions of the Ultrarange, like these ones, they all have the same model number, by the way. These are suede. These will last longer than these by a massive amount, but they don't do this colourway in this material, unfortunately. They do a whole bunch of colourways, but they don't do the suede ones that often. And then I got these. And when I say these, what do I mean? These. Yeah. So, the EXO SEs, because the toe cap is suede, it's still got the mesh on it, but they call it special edition. It's special edition textiles. These last 4 times, no, let's go 3 times, 2 or 3 times longer than these. These are $125, these are $125. These will last you much longer than these, because these are going to develop a hole and these won't. Now there's obvious differences in the pattern on the sole. These ones, oh, and when I say these ones, these ones are brand new. These still have the bloody the thing in them. I've worn these since they came out, so I'm guessing this is 1.5 to 2 years. And like I said, I walk through my shoes. I'm starting. The sole is starting to go here, but, and that's not my dominant foot. I'll pull the other shoe off. I walk through the heels, and I'm not really walking through the heels on these too much either. And I'm not developing holes. And I've worn these shoes for everything, including most of the winter, even in snow. I always get my shoes, when I get them, I always Scotch guard them. Like, these are pretty well beat up. I don't tie the laces up properly, so my feet's slopping around on the inside. And with that, you'd expect to see some kind of wear from where my heel is lifting in the back. You've got none of that. And these are the same price. And this is the thing. These are the same price as these. I love these, and I've got three. Well, there's three pairs there. Two of them are the Rapid World version, like these ones. These ones are Rapid World as well. I ordered these. These are black, but they're black checkers, with a slightly more rubber toe cap on them. And it kind of boggles. And I was doing research, and I ended up on a Run Repeat, and Doug, I think his name's Doug Turner, a Scottish filmmaker, did a really good review with a pair of these shoes, to a point where he got a bristle brush, cute, and went through and started talking about the durability. These shoes don't last well. They really don't. I've actually been to the store, the Vans store, and there's a photograph. Here's a photograph of all of the shoes I had, and this was last year. There's the red on white, there's the red on black, there's the green ones, which are the kind of army green ones, which I really loved, which I can't get again, which is super annoying because they go with everything, and I wear army pants quite a lot. They went with everything. There was the grey on grey ones, and then there was the blue on grey ones, and every single pair, the reason why they went was because of this hole here. Not because the shoes were knackered. The rest of the shoes were fine. You know, they're in the workshop. I'm riding trains with them and whatever else. But I'm riding trains and I'm doing work in them. Once they've got downgraded to, all right, these shoes are done now, and then I use them for everyday kick around shoes. These shoes have been to the club. They've run trains. They've done a summer camping all winter, walking around the office, walking to the store, riding a bike, everything. And other than needing a good wash, I'm guessing I've got about another 6 months to a year on these before I actually have to throw them away. Which is why I have a spare pair. Now, they're a little bit warmer than these shoes. These shoes are all mesh, so they're a little bit better in the summer. These are a little bit warmer, and they do get a little bit stinky. And to be honest, I've been wearing these all day, every day for forever, and they don't smell. So they still, obviously because of the mesh upper, they still breathe really well. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. If you're looking for a pair of really lightweight sneakers, I think these are like 225 grams. I think these are a little bit heavier, but not by much. If you're looking for a really good, comfortable, lightweight pair of shoes, get the Ultrarange. They're great. But understand, these are lifestyle shoes, not Vans skating shoes. If you're going to run this up some grip tape when you're ollieing, doing kickflips or whatever, this is going to last about 5 seconds. I give you 2 ollies in a pair of these, and there's a hole in them. They're not made for skating, and Vans is primarily a skate brand. They're made for just, kicking around and being comfortable, being light. Now, my red and white version, I'll put that picture up again. They're in the workshop, they got the hole, they got duct taped, and I managed to keep them limping along for a while. And then when I went and got these, which I got from the Vans store locally, I walked in and they're like, "Hey, what are you looking for?" I'm like, Ultrarange, red, white, let's go, this size. I don't know that. Would you like to try them on? No, I don't need to, because I know exactly what size I am. All of these are the same size, they're all 8.5s. And they're like, "Cool, how many pairs do you want?" I'm like, 3. I've got 2 more pairs of these red on whites upstairs in a box. I've got another pair of actual limited edition Parks Ultrarange, which are brown and marshmallow, and it's a real funky colourway. I just couldn't be bothered to get them out of the box and show them to you. They're in the box for special occasions. I've not even worn them yet, they're still sitting upstairs. And they're like, 3 pairs? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, "Why 3 pairs?" I'm like, "Because they're shit," basically. And they're like, "Why are you buying 3 pairs?" I'm like, "I like the colourway, obviously." I'm like, "And there's a problem, there's a hole that develops here." And I showed them my shoes because I was wearing them, and I had some pictures on my phone And they're like, oh, okay. And then they gave me a $75 or $50 discount on the shoes I was buying. I wish it was per pair, but they gave me a discount because, you know, obviously I'm a loyal customer. Not that they know me at the store, and not that they have any affiliation with me, and I have no affiliation with them. It's just a case of, I'm like, yeah, these shoes are great, but. And now, weirdly, this winter I was looking for a pair of MTE ones, high tops, because my high tops, which weren't called the MTE ones, are probably about 10 years old, still going strong. But I wanted to get a new pair because, you know, with shoes they get a bit stiff on the base, on the sole. I wanted to get another pair of those, and I was like, hey, have you got these? I actually wanted to get the MTE 2s, not 1s. I wanted a pair of boots, bear in mind because they're going to be lightweight boots and my ankle kills me. And they're like, no, we don't have those in stock, you know, you have to get them online. I'm like, cool, they're sold out online, I can't do that. It's like, have you tried the MTE ones? And I'm like, these are essentially MTE ones. They're not, they're EXO SEs, but be that as it may. So I guess there's not much else to say. Relatively short video. Haven't rambled too much, which is unusual. But if you're looking at Vans, if you're looking for light, comfortable shoes, and they are comfortable, they've got the Ultra Cush, Rapid Weld. Err towards, if you can, and if you're in the store, err towards the suede version rather than the Rapid Weld, this version. Because if you wear them and you're going to go, oh, I've got these shoes, they're super comfortable and your feet don't sweat, and away you go, and you're walking, you know, say 20 minutes to the metro, you're on the metro, 15 minutes to the other side, you're wearing them all day and you've got the rinse and repeat, you're going to put a hole in them in the side. Right on the seam. Every single time. This is my one beef with these shoes. Even these ones, and I've had a bunch of this version as well, even though they've put this here to kind of alleviate that problem, it still goes. Left foot, right foot, it still goes. It does stop the problem for a period of time, but not for very long. So, go and buy these. There are a bunch of different colourways. I'm not going to go through what all the colourways are because they change all of the time. Be careful because there is a pair of shoes exactly like this with a black tag, not a white tag on it. The black tag are not the SEs and they're not suede, they're just the standard. These ones in that colourway. So make sure you get the white tag. I know this because I've made that mistake and I bought the black tag ones and I'm like, these aren't the same as the white tag ones. No, the white tag ones are the SEs, the black tag ones are the normal Ultrarange. So make sure you buy the SEs. They will last you a shit sight longer, like a shit sight longer than, that's a left shoe. They will last you a shit sight longer. And that's the difference between an old pair of year and a half, probably maybe 2 years. These came out, like I got these when they came out. That's the difference. This is how much I've worn these shoes. You know, I wear these in the workshop. I wear them in the winter. I almost want to put these on. I'm like, oh, they're so fresh. It's like climbing holes, the smell. I have kicked the crap out of them and I wear them all the time and you can still see the Ultra Cush tag in them. Like, they wear really well. They're comfortable, they're light. I do Scotch guard my shoes, I keep saying that. I do Scotch guard my shoes so they're a little bit more waterproof, even though these are actually technically waterproof, and actually so are these, but don't go walking in puddles, you'll just get wet feet. I do Scotch guard my shoes and I do occasionally wash them. These ones haven't been washed in any way, shape or form, but yeah, go buy the Ultrarange SEs. And I would say, hey, use the I'll give you the model number, but the model number for this is the same as the model number for this, is the same as the model number for this, is the same as the model number for this. Which is a little bit annoying, they don't change the model numbers. So you end up going, oh, I really want to get these. No, Ultrarange EXO SE, white tag, not the black tag. If you like Vans and you like comfortable shoes that look good, you'll thank me later. Cool. I guess that's it. I did pants and now I've done shoes. What's up next? Jackets? Take care. Stay beautiful. Peace.